Yeah. Hi guys.
Mputumi is having some technical. Hi, Mputumi. We can hear you?
Oh, okay. I think it's the the camera that messed up my settings. So I was using an external camera. Am I clear?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Look like you got a little bit of a delay, but you could, yeah.
Okay, sure. No, cool. Thanks. I'm just like surprised, but anyways, so guys, I just want to welcome Ntokozo. And Ntokozo, this is the design team at Old Mutual. And I know we've wasted a bit of time, but thanks, man. And a warm welcome to the space. And I want you to introduce yourself to the team and tell us why you were here.
Okay. Wait. Sorry, I'm actually hearing myself. There's an echo. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, okay, that's better. Hi to everyone else. My name is Ntokozo Sibiya. I'm a UX designer. I'm based in Posters, Gauteng. Sorry about that. Yeah, but anyways, I'm a UX designer. I'm based in Gauteng. I'm from Posters. And basically today, I guess before I will continue, I'd like to share like a little bit about myself. I'd like to describe myself, as an animal. When I see myself, I see myself as this animal. As an animal, I like to describe myself as like a tortoise. Yes, I said tortoise, and why I say that is because it took me a while to understand that, but later I came to the realization that I win at what I do because of the process and method behind my madness, which does not include shortcuts, but precision and dedication and trust. So yeah, man, that's just me, Ntokozo Sibiya, and today I'm just gonna be presenting to you guys with personalized experience. But before I do that, I'd like to share my screen first. So may you please give me a minute. Okay.
Yeah. Can I please kindly ask those who can turn on their cameras just to say hi to Ntokozo, just to make him feel comfortable.
Hi, Ntokozo. We're in Personalisation, my brother. That's my neighborhood.
Really? I'm actually by Basuting by Chris Wani. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where I stay. I stay here in Mabuya Park.
Mabuya Park. Okay.
Yes.
No, cool. I know exactly where that is.
Okay, so where do you stay?
Roots Drive on the main road there. My parents' house is there.
But I see. But the Roots Drive is really long. But I see.
Yeah, closer to the triple story church there somewhere.
Oh yes, I see. They by J to man. I see.
Yeah.
All right, it's nice. Hi, how are you?
Good. Excited to hear a topic.
Same.
I'm excited to present to you guys. I'd like us to actually connect like this and interact. So during the presentation, I'll be asking you guys for your inputs, and I'd appreciate if you guys participate.
Sure, thanks. Yeah, let's kick off. So I think a lot of people have joined now. Can you just stop sharing a bit? Just stop sharing.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just quite keen to see who's joining us. And so guys, thanks a lot. Yeah, we've had some technical issues, hence the delay. And those who can't join us, they can join us via YouTube. But I thought let's all huddle here in the Zoom meeting. And so please, if you want, let's engage. Alternatively, you can share and leave your comments on YouTube. But if you want to speak, and it will be great, for us to engage here, because unfortunately, yeah, the settings are not allowing me to share the comments from Zoom. Yeah, so that's why I'm asking you to leave them on sorry, on YouTube, but you can speak here directly via Zoom. So yeah, we're actually like live streaming, connecting Zoom and YouTube.
Okay.
Cool, guys. So thanks a lot. Yeah, please let's jump straight into it. And also,
Okay, can I present now?
yes.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Let's just get the notes. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about personalized experience. So as I told you guys, I'm a UX designer. I've been in UX design, I think, for like almost a year now. I've been working on projects. So before I actually talk about this topic for today, I like to just go through some of the things that I've already done, some of the projects that I've already created for my UX portfolio. So this is one of the projects that I did. This is Booker. This was a challenge that we had to do with Umuzi. So basically, Booker is a booking app that helps users book artists, during COVID times. This was another project that I did. It was part of a competition that I did. It's actually also did like on Google Course. It's a case study I was supposed to create on Google Course. So this is one of the apps that I created. This is a pay app. Is a service app that allows employers to pay their employees hassle-free. This is another project. This is one of my last project that I did. I actually did this. This was due yesterday, but this is ShareSpace is an app and makes it easy for people to find their ideal roommates in a safe way. And okay, guys. So before I start, so this is the agenda for today. This is what I'll be going through. This is some of the topics that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. What is personalized customer experience? Why is personalized customer experience important? Types of personalization and personalization best practices. Okay, guys, before I continue, I want to know if any of you guys know anything about personalized customer experience. Have you guys encountered that? What do you guys think about personalized customer experience? May I please have some volunteers?
Personal, isn't it like an example that pops to mind is like how Spotify gives you like your type of music, like tailor cut music specifically for you. Is it like
Yes.
something like that?
Yes. It's basically something like that where, Spotify actually collects your music, collects your data and actually like personalize your experience with them according to what you prefer. So yeah, it's something like that. But anyone else?
I'm quite keen to hear more examples from the audience.
I've
From my
got a
side,
good example. Okay, let's go to the taxi first.
yeah, from my side, I was thinking about how Uber Eats does it in a sense that they can actually personalize your homepage to have actually the type of restaurant you usually buy from and get food from, and they'd even go further even into forwarding you push messages to say, hey, you know, around 7 they can, around the time where you buy food the most, they can say, hey, look, here's the deal here for food and stuff like that. So it's a personalized experience because they know exactly what you like to eat and they know at what time you like to eat. So yeah.
No, this is actually another good example of personalized experience. Is there anyone else who wanted to say something?
Yeah, so guys, said, please don't leave your messages here. No one is gonna read it. And also, unfortunately, we are streaming, and yeah, we can only see the presentation and a few members. So as I said, yeah, if you wanna say something, you can say, please turn on your, unmute yourself. If you wanna leave a comment, do it on YouTube. That's where we can see it. Yeah.
Go for it, Kinele.
Yeah, sure. Bumi?
Oh, I thought Kinele was gonna go. Oh no, I was just saying, actually, I just noticed Waze has caught up to Uber, where Uber, depending on where you are, when you open the app, it'll propose certain destinations. So yeah, so if you're at work and you open your Uber, it might propose your home destination. And if you're at home and you open Uber in the morning, it might propose work. And I noticed this week that Waze does a similar thing. It personalizes it. So when you open Waze, it'll tell you, hey, if you want to go to work, this is how much time you need based on traffic, etc., etc. So yeah, that's another example I saw recently of personalization, I think.
Yeah, it is. That's another type of personalization, but that's definitely it. So is there any other examples of? Okay, can I move on?
I've got one more to add.
Can you?
Okay.
Can you? Okay, no, it's fine. Ken is not saying anything. Please, yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Should I proceed or should I wait for someone else? Because I heard
It's fine. It's fine. Continue. Yeah.
Okay. So this, guys, is Burger King. So this was on Saturday. I think it was on Saturday. Something that I experienced. This was actually a bad personalized experience that I received. I received from Burger King. So as a customer, it was late at night. I was working throughout the day. So now it's late at night. I'm trying to get a meal for myself. So now I go into the app. I see this great deal because Burger King has a lot of coupons. So I'm like, you know what? This is a save for me. I mean, 22 rands is something that I could save, And customers today expect companies to understand a unique taste and preferences. So when this happened, it's like, okay, now it's late at night. If you're driving, obviously the obvious thing to do is to go for a drive-through. But since this, they allowed you to only redeem this in the restaurants, it was like as a customer, I couldn't redeem this, and this became like a bad personalized experience for me, because now it's like I can't get this because it didn't feel connected to their brand, because they didn't recognize my needs. So what is personalized experience? Personalized customer experience refers to the development of products, services, interactions to meet the unique and individual needs of our customers. So these are some of the examples that I encounter with personalized experience. So Mr. Price, here I think I was purchasing a T-shirt, like in the graphics T-shirts section. So after purchasing and adding to the cart, Mr. Price showed me what I might also like. So this was another good example of Mr. Price, connecting me with their brand and showing me what I might also like. Getting a greeting from Google, as I've been with Google for so many years. I think I've had the account for like 10 years now. And this was over the weekend too. I moved to a different device, and Google still greets me by my name and still recognize me as their customer. And as a customer, I feel connected with them. So since now that I've shared some of the experiences and some of the examples of personalized customer experience, what are some of the customer experience have you guys encountered on maybe like on a daily basis? I'd like some volunteers on that one.
For me, I'd say Instagram, because
Okay.
I've seen like, if I follow, like, for example, cars, a lot of cars, and then they start showing me accounts and hashtags with a lot of cars. If I start following like illustrations, art, they're gonna start sending like those type of vibes. So yeah, I'd say Instagram.
Okay, now that's a good example. Can I have another example?
I'll go. I think one that's been really cool for me, because I moved into a new city, is Google Maps will often recommend cafes or restaurants based on the cafes that I've been to or the areas that I've been to, which has also helped me discover Cape Town.
Okay, that's perfect. So do you have anyone else here, or can I continue?
I think I should be the last person to go.
Okay.
For me, it's TikTok. So I follow people who make music. And what I've noticed is that whenever I go on TikTok, I don't see people I follow, but it's always content that is based on people who actually show music making techniques and sound design techniques and give tips. So for me, it's always like, okay, I know that whenever I want inspiration for something, I just go straight there and I'll find something specific to what I like.
Okay. No, thank you guys for that. So I'll just move on forward to one. So why is personalized customer experience important? You know, have you ever been to a restaurant, a shop, or even a petrol station and they remembers your name and your previous order? You know, for me, that makes me feel special as a customer, because you know, for someone to remember you like that, it really shows they really care about you as a customer. So I want us to look at why personalized experience is important. You know, first of all, is to increase conversion rates. So personalization gives you a better, more relevant and customized experience. A better user experience ultimately leads to higher conversion rates. With reduced information overload, too much information and options distract the user. Personalization helps reduce the amounts of information and the number of options, guiding users through funnels designed specifically for them and their unique needs. With increased user engagement, personalization has been shown to engage users more efficiently, mainly because it makes them feel special. It helps create and reinforce a sense of identity and connection, even if the user doesn't perceive the product or service as personalized. This is because we believe that we will be just like everyone else. Increased brand perception, affinity, and loyalty. When users encounter like more irrelevant content and interactions and feel understood by the brand, in the long run, these feelings about your brand help increase the lifetime value of your customer, which is another example that I just made with Google. Increased lead generation. Personalization also means getting the right message to the right person at the right time. You know, a personalized experience shows that you care and listen to your visitors. Plus, they are more likely to read and digest your message and take the action you want them to take, or tend to come back to the service. So personalized customer experience versus non-personalized customer experience. So right now, I'm just going to be showing you two examples of personalized experience and none. So this is MTN. I don't know if you guys are MTN users, but MTN customers are flooded by SMSs. You know, as soon as you load airtime, their information, you get like a lot of information there, a lot of messages, as you can see there as displayed on the screen. You know, got information overload. And another thing is that it's really hard to even unsubscribe to these SMSs.
Yeah, I mean, I also experienced the same issue with Vodacom.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, like, you know, it's like I have to meditate when I'm about to top up, you know, because nowadays, like, I usually have like a zero balance of airtime.
Yes.
Yeah, because, you know, whenever I buy airtime, if I don't finish it and I know that I forgot to, you know, use Wi-Fi or my data switched off, they will just chow my data, you know. So I just buy just enough airtime for me to use on the day, especially if I know that I'm gonna make like a call to a call center where I have to wait for like 30 minutes or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, look, it's annoying, and sometimes I will just go and just select, and then delete everything.
Yes. Okay, no, thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
That's
so
another example.
I'm quite keen to hear from the team, right? If we were MTN, right, how can we provide a better experience? What would you do if you were a designer assigned to MTN to solve this problem? Any thoughts? Yeah,
I
Carlo?
think
I think I'd include a toggle to pan if you'd want to choose to switch on or to receive notifications or not. So that brings the power back to the user's hands. If I want to receive notifications or not, if I'm loading airtime vouchers or deals that I might like, I think I'd input a toggle to switch on notifications on and off on SMSs.
the thing about it is that they already do have it, but it's on the mobile app. So I'd say mostly looking into other ways to actually opt out of these communications without having to have their app. Because if you don't have their app, then there's no other way for you to unsubscribe from this type of communication. So it's like find another way for your users to easily opt out of the communication.
Okay. Yeah. So there's an opportunity to prevent, but there's an opportunity to enhance the experience, right? But anyways, let me shut up. Let's continue.
Okay, now thank you guys for your input. So I'm just gonna move on. So this is a personalized experience. This is a good personalized experience by Spotify. They already mentioned it. You know, someone already mentioned that Spotify just collects your data, in order to like personalize the experience, and they just like make the music that you relate to based on your selection or based on what you listen to. So for Spotify, I say big ups to them for doing a great job. So types of personalizations. Right now, I'm just going to go into types of personalizations that we encounter on a daily basis that a lot of companies actually incorporate in their product or services. So this is called explicit personalization. This is a form of personalization based on information received from users. Can be done by surveys, form fills, browsing history, purchase history. This is another form of implicit personalization. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this one, especially when you're doing online shopping. Implicit personalization is a form of personalization based on user patterns. Example, recommended products. If you like this, another example that I make, you may also love by Mr. Price. So they're using this type of personalization. Contextual personalization, like I said, I'm someone from Fosterus. We never had Mr. D. So Mr. D actually just recently incorporated this. I got this message recently telling me that Mr. D is around in our areas. So this is used to tailor messages based on characters. And example of these are like locations. So they collect data, your location data and your device type. So personalized experience best practices. So these are like some of the steps people need to take in order to implement personalized customer experience. First you just gather user data, collect data at sign up, gather explicit data post sign up, personalize based on user behavior patterns. And honestly, before you do any of this, do so in an ethical manner where you ask your user for consent before you proceed. Second step, implementation, personalization. After data has been collected, proceed with implementing explicit, implicit, and contextual personalization. 3, enable geolocation, providing more targeted and personalized content to channel visitors. 4, use push notification. It's a great way to interact with users when they are not actively using your app or website. Okay. So basically, guys, that was me with customer personalization. I would like to say, thank you guys for participating today. If there's any questions, I'll give you a chance to say that. But I'd like to also say thank you to everyone who welcomed me, and thank you guys for making me feel comfortable with. I know this is my first session. I was a bit nervous at first, especially when I started. You guys saw me. I was just like making mistakes. But I'd just like to say, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. And hopefully next time I'll just be better and just make sure that I'm not nervous as I was today. But you guys we can actually connect on LinkedIn, as I left like a link. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can actually connect with the link. We can connect on LinkedIn. And if you guys have any questions right now, I'm open to all ears, and we can discuss that before we close off.
Sure. Yeah, no, thanks, Ntokozo. And yeah, like I'm quite keen to hear from the team, when you listening to this topic, right? What are the key things that we think are important for us, to address? And I mean, we also at Old Mutual, we've got, this huge problem, right? Where the experiences that our customers taste from Old Mutual is still like very like generic, right? And yeah, I mean, there's like a number of stuff that we can do, right? But I think there are also like some quick wins, that we can think about and start suggesting, and slowly implement a few over time. And yeah, so I don't know if you guys maybe in the next like 3 months, according to your plan, if there's anything that you feel like you'll be able to use from this discussion. Hello, guys.
You audible?
Okay.
Anybody?
Timothy, I'm gonna pick on you. I'm quite keen to hear your thoughts.
I feel like you really enjoy picking on me. I think, look, I've used a couple of Old Mutual's apps, and I haven't really felt this personalization, especially with I've heard you speak quite often about the product recommended for you, and you've had quite a lot of issue with that. So I think it'd be cool to see actual products that are recommended for you and not just all the products. I think that's would be an interesting use case. And then adding more small touches, like including our names and so forth. I think that would be quite interesting.
Okay, cool. Amrita?
I think what I'd love to use when we are designing in our flows is definitely asking users for consent around would they like these promotions and stuff. That's not something we do. We haven't done in the past, and it would be good to always let the users know that, hey, while we would love to personalize your experience, how much would you want it, or how much permission do we get to do so?
Okay, thanks. Moses Afro from Nigeria.
Well, not too different from what Amrita said. Probably get, I would say, survey, to ask the user, what they would want, any feature they want, improved, to improve their user experience, just ask them what they would like, to see while using the app, something like that. You could personalize their experience while using, certain features of mutual products.
Okay.
I say something.
Yeah. Sure.
So on my side, right, I was just thinking, right, about the different research methods that are being used, and I was wondering, like, wouldn't it add value for at least us designers to sometimes have like contextual inquiries for our customers, where we could get to interact with our customers and understand their perspective, where they are, like if they are in branches and we communicate with them and we say, hey, why is it that, why couldn't you do this on your own? What are the struggles you're going through? Because I feel like surveys have it, like we could, there's room for like missing out on opportunities to get more insight. And in person, the conversations are much more open-ended, and you could even find out that something so small that could be easily fixed could actually have such a huge impact on our user experience. So I think these methods, or maybe just understanding what contextual inquiries entail and applying that would actually help us.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Mirato. I don't know who that is. I'm just curious to hear that person's voice, and we're gonna close it.